go face-to-face with UFC strawweight fighter Paige VanZant, and many of you may also know her as the runner-up on Dancing with the Stars. And Paige, it's great to have you on our show this morning. Love seeing your run in Dancing with the Stars. I know you grew up dancing. What did you take out of that experience?
Gosh, it was a great experience, and it really ultimately was something I couldn't pass up. It was so amazing, and I learned so much from the whole experience, and I'm happy that I got that opportunity.
What's been the biggest difference in your life since then?
The biggest difference? I don't know. I feel like for me, everything's the same. I'm back here in Reno with my family right now, and I mean, there's a few differences here and there. Obviously, it was great for publicity. It was a really fun experience. But other than that, I feel like I'm the same old me.
Well, the show offered you the opportunity to really share your story of turning to MMA after being bullied in high school. Can you give the folks on this show a little bit of an idea of what you went through?
Yeah, it was definitely, Dancing with the Stars was a great platform for me because I've never really been able to speak out about what happened to me in high school and the bullying I went through. And it's something that I still don't completely share everything that happened to me because I don't think you have to. When you have something that traumatic in your past, it's something you don't have to let that define you. You just have to grow from it and be a better person because of it and let that make you stronger. And I really feel like everything I went through made me the fighter that I am today.
I know that a lot of young girls write you and tell you their stories as well. And you also have talked about the fact that that led you into MMA. What has that done for you?
It's done a lot, and it feels amazing that I can actually reach out and speak to girls personally who are going through some of the same things that I went through, because at the time I needed somebody to look up to, and I felt like I didn't really have anybody. I felt very alone in my journey, and I feel like now I do have a platform to share and let girls know that there is somebody that's been through that and you can grow from it. And at the time you feel like there isn't a brighter day, but it's hard to listen to people and hear like there really is a brighter day and things will get better.
Well, it's not easy to share your story, so I will join others in commending you for doing that, not only on Dancing with the Stars, but you really have a chance to continue to stay in the public eye in a couple of ways. Notably, you're getting back into the octagon. We'd love to know when, against whom. Give us the details.
Yeah, I do have some details for you. I will be fighting August 27th in Vancouver, Canada against Bec Rawlings.
That's very exciting. She's a 27-year-old Australian. Yep. I know she won her last two fights. You know, fill us in on the matchup and a little bit about her.
Yeah, I am so excited about this matchup. I think it's perfect, especially for me coming back into the UFC after being away from Dancing with the Stars. It's a perfect matchup. I'm very excited for this fight, and I'm excited to go to Canada and have it take place there. I love Canada, so this is a great matchup, and I can't wait for this one.
Listen, there are all sorts of ways to train, right? But you've been dancing for a while now. How does that jive with preparing to go into the octagon?
Gosh, I mean, I feel like the dance definitely did help me. It was a few months off where I didn't have any impact training, so the few nagging injuries that I had in my previous two UFC fights are completely gone because I haven't done the impact training, the head-on collisions. So it actually really helped, and it was great cardio. It kept me in shape. I'm actually back here in Reno training at my CrossFit gym, Double Edge CrossFit, and they're the ones who got me in shape for my first two UFC fights. I'm going to use them again for this fight camp because they were so beneficial. And, you know, it feels good to kind of get back into my roots. I really, really missed MMA. I missed the UFC, and this is my world, and I belong in it, and I'm really excited to get back in the cage.
What did you miss about it?
Everything. I feel like I just missed violence, if that's bad. I mean, I went to a few UFC fights, and watching them, it's really hard for me to sit still cage side because I just want to be in there, and that's how it's been every single time I go to a UFC fight. So I just was kind of jealous of all the fighters that were able to get fights matched up. Every time there was a fight announcement, I wished that was me. So now I finally get to say my fight announcement. We finally got a matchup, and August 27th, I'm going to be back in the UFC.
There's so much that goes into the UFC. A lot of it is verbal, too. Of course, that's part of the game, right? And a lot of folks have heard the story of you and Ronda Rousey ahead of UFC 197 in Vegas. You had congratulated Holly Holm for beating her. She wasn't happy about that. Where does the relationship, if any, I don't know if you even have one with Ronda Rousey, where does that stand now?
I wouldn't say we have a relationship whatsoever. You know, I feel like in the fight world, we're all so spread out, even though we share the common ground of being in the UFC. I train at my gym, everyone else trains at their gym, so we don't really cross paths too often. So, it was an unfortunate situation, and I'm sure I can move forward from it. You know, I know that fighters were all very emotional, so maybe I just caught her on an off day.
I mean, Miesha Tate said this week that Rousey seemed pouty after her loss, and she actually doubted that she would come back the same. What do you think?
You know, I was pouty after my loss too, so it's definitely something. In fighting, you have the ultimate highs and the ultimate lows, and I feel like when you do lose a fight, that's an ultimate low. You let someone overpower you, and you know, you can't blame someone for their emotions. You put so much into this, and it's frustrating when you don't get the outcome that you want.
All right, let me ask you about something different as well, because you got a lot going on. I know you're going to be in Kickboxer Retaliation, so you've got a little Hollywood thing, but also your manager confirmed to Fox Sports that WWE reached out to you to maybe participate in SummerSlam in August. So where does that stand?
Yeah, you know, fighting's definitely coming first. Actually, I've recently declined to be in the Kickboxer movie because I want to be 100% for this fight and train 100%. So in that movie, filming was kind of going to get in the way. We couldn't get a date set that worked with my fight schedule. So right now I'm 100% fight focused, and I would love to participate in anything the WWE has to offer when the timing's right, as long as it works with my fight schedule. So I'm very passionate about it. I love WWE, and if they ever reached out to me again, I think I would definitely love to work with them. But right now, I'm very focused on beating Bec Rawlings.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've seen Brock Lesnar, CM Punk go back and forth, so why not? And very interesting to hear that you passed up on that movie role. It's a difficult balance, and it sounds like your priority is to get back into the octagon and win. So, again, the announcement today, it'll be UFC Fight Night, August 27th against Bec Rawlings. Paige, congratulations on everything that's happened, and please come back and visit us again. It's nice to meet you via satellite.
I will. Thank you so much.
All right. Next, we get back to the NBA.